Hi guys, Artis here from Saunas, and today is a super exciting day. We're going to assemble our mobile sauna on the trailer. So this trailer was specifically built for 1.8 meter barrel sauna, and you can see it has special brackets, and basically all about this trailer is specially made for this sauna. And we've got the sauna ready, we've got the trailer ready, and today we're gonna be assembling it. So, why this trailer is so special? This trailer is sized exactly for 1.8 meter cedar barrel sauna, as I said. It has enough space to comfortably step onto the trailer and then into the sauna. It has brackets to hold the sauna in place. It has a step folding down and folding up step for easy access. It has a drop down legs for maximum stability so that it doesn't wobble too much. Also, it has an extended drawbar so that we can access the firewood box for the firewood and feed the firewood heater, where the access for the door will be about here, so we can easily access the firewood, put it in, and keep the sauna interior clean. Also, just in case we decided we'll make this trailer brake, so it has a hydraulic braking. And look at how black it is. It's so cool to have it matte black. It will match the sauna shingles, which will be black as well, and it will be beautiful when finished. Let's start to assemble it. So first thing when we start to assemble it is to put the first stave, the very bottom stave, in the right position. It has to be right in the middle of the support crate. So we're measuring the distance from the edge to the middle point of this crate and making sure that it's the same on each side. So after we put the middle stave in, we can now start putting the staves next to it, going all the way to about here. Once we're finished with staves going to the edge of the curvature on the crate, we can start putting the walls together. So there's a front wall which has an opening for the firewood heater, and there's a back wall which has a bigger opening for the door. So it's important when we put those that we check for the level. And once these bottom sections of the walls are in a position, we can secure them from the bottom so that they're secured, and start putting the next set of staves, securing them to the walls. So now we'll put the staves up to the convenient level, and we can continue with the walls. The wall for the door comes with a few pieces like so. So they come in together. So we'll have to secure it with a couple of screws on the side. So with one screw here and one on the other side, and that will keep them in place until we'll put the top section and temporarily secure it with the temporary stave which we'll put over the top. So let's do that. So we put the wall with one screw in the corner, and just to make sure we're adding a little bit more integrity, we'll put one more stave to hold it in place, and then we'll proceed to the other side. Now that we put the side sections in, the next step is to put the door. The door should fit nicely in between these two sections. Also, if for whatever reason it's hard to put the door after you put the sections, it's also possible to put the door in. But then the door will not have enough support sitting just on the bottom section, so it's better that these sections are in place as well. Just to avoid it opening unintentionally, we'll put the handle on, and the handle will keep it shut. So to put the handle on, just disassemble both sides, and there's one side that goes on the inside with a bit of a gasket, and there's another side which has a magnet to catch the magnet on the frame. Better safe than sorry. So now that the middle sections of the walls are in place, we will continue with the side stays to probably about mid-height, and just to make sure that we have additional stability on the walls and they're not gonna fall and break with the gust of wind. Stays on the side. It's now fairly secure, so we can safely finish off the walls. And this section is the top section of the front wall. It has an opening at the top. That's for the optimal ventilation. So we'll put it like so. So the temporary stave is in place and it's holding the walls and where they should be. I'm still going to secure the top sections to the walls with a couple of screws. It may not be necessary if the sauna is assembled on the ground and is not going to be moved, but it's on the trailer, it will have a bit of a vibration. We want it to be as integral, as strong as possible, so I'm going to put a few screws in this place. Now from about this height upward, we're just going to save time and put stays as is without any screws, and that will save us some time because they're gonna hold in place and not gonna fall off, so we really don't need to secure them with a screw. So when we got the stays up to about this height, it's time to put the section which is pre-assembled from the factory that has an opening on one of the sides for the flue to come through. So we put the section in, making sure it's nice and tight. And the next is to fill in this gap. We'll come on this side. And the next section will be concave down. And then the final is a rectangular in profile, and it will come just over the top to fill in. At this stage, we can start putting the straps on. So normally 1.8 sauna would have 2 straps. This one, because we need a little bit more strength, a little bit more integrity, will have 3 straps. So we'll put them on and start tightening the straps while removing the screws out. Straps are in place. We are now going to put the screws back in, and these screws are going to add us additional integrity and strength in them. To put the shingles, I normally start with the skirting boards, and skirting boards going around the face like so. There is 6 per face, and to get it right, what we need to do is, well, we'll start from the top, finding the highest point of the sauna, and we'll start working from the top to the sides. So there will be 3 boards per side. The next step, we will put the side planks in place. Now that this plank is installed, we can work our way up with skirting boards, starting from around this point, just to match the opposite side. We'll be using these black self-adhesive shingles, and we will be applying them from bottom up. And for the first sheet, we will need to cut off these trapezoids, cut off these pieces, and every other one we will keep them. So once you've finished to about this height, it's time to start from the opposite side and get it to a similar height on the other side. Once we go to about this height from both sides, this level and either the previous level or this one I just put here already, it will be the most challenging couple of final layers. So we'll need to use ladders from the sides, but make sure you use them safely. We'll need to put a couple more layers from each side. So it's this one I started. There will be one more on the other side. There will be two more on this side, and we'll have a gap about this much. And we'll have to cut off the trapezoid pieces again and use the rectangular piece that will be left to cover the final gap. And to cover it, we'll use some good adhesion silicone. So let's get into it. At this stage we will cover the opening for the flue, and we will cut it from the inside when we finish with sealing. And when we finish with the installation of shingles, we put them on, strap them. It is a good idea to use a heat gun to heat the shingles so that the glue underneath is activated and they stick nicely to each other. The next thing to do after we finish with shingles, we can install the benches on the inside. We will need to locate our footings, the support legs. We will first secure them to the bench, and to do that we will need to pre-drill ideally 2 holes and then secure it to the bench. And after that we will position the bench where it should be and we'll secure it. So we're trying to check that it is more or less leveled and comfortable to sit on. So this looks pretty good, and also each support leg will have a cut at the bottom which needs to be in a good alignment with the surface of the sauna. So once you've achieved that, that's pretty good, and we could potentially secure it in place. We can start to secure it with the back leg secured to the wall, and that will make sure it's not going to move anywhere. And then we will need to align this side so it is on the same level and following the same stave on the side of the sauna. So this is it. This is how we do one bench, and we do exactly the same on the other side. So it has been a couple of days in which we spent some time modifying the straps, and we have fitted a custom straps to hold the barrel sauna in place on the trailer. You can see we have 3 stainless steel straps at the back, in the middle, and at the front. And these straps will make sure that the barrel stays on the trailer while we're traveling. The next step is to install a firewood heater. As I mentioned in the previous videos, with different kits you may get different openings pre-cut for you for firewood heater. Now we need to make sure we have always sufficient clearance from the firewood heater to the timber wall of the sauna. So we need to normally what we do 450 by 750 cutout, which we then will fill with our protection panels from the bottom and from the top to cover the opening that we're going to cut. Now we have cut the opening, made it larger. It's again 450/750. The heater is in a position. Before we secure our plates, we need to make sure that the opening from the heater, the flue opening, and the flue are aligned through the opening in the roof. So we're going to do that, and after that we're going to put the plates to cover this opening with the heater. Once the heater is in a position, we install the panels. There is 2 panels for the outside and 2 panels for the inside, and the panels hold the heater in the position, as well as ensure that we have a sufficient clearance for the timber with a good protection, fire safety protection, and a good ventilation openings underneath. Now that the panels are in place and the heater is in the position, all we have left is to install the flue, which will need to come through the roof and sit on top of the heater. And we need to make sure we don't forget the ceiling panel and the seal for the weather that goes over the flue onto the roof. Now, it is important to give the heater the best chance of success. Considering this is a mobile sauna, we try to secure the heater as much as we can. Now, what we've done is we purchased a couple of brackets from Bunnings and secure them to the wall with stainless steel screws and to the heater outer panel. Same at the bottom of the heater. This is the bracket purchased from Bunnings with few stainless steel screws to secure it into the sauna, and a couple of screws here, stainless steel, into the outer panel of the heater. In this way, the heater is secured and it shouldn't move when the sauna is moving.